Hello everyone and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I'm your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Younger Bro.
And today we continue in Professor Layton on the Diabolical Box, where we are still finding hit coins and also still heading towards the Herzen Museum. And also looking for this road. Was this from you or me?
I was this chick.
Yeah.
Look at you two running round and around town like a dog chasing its own tail. Tee. Actually, watching you remind me of a fabulous puzzle. I know about dogs. Listen up, Bow Wow.
I love dogs. I've always loved dogs.
God.
It's so fucked up.
Bad.
It really is. A girl takes her dog out. At first, she carries her dog for 10 seconds, but then her dad steps up. At this point, the girl sets her dog down and keeps walking. The dog immediately runs over to the dad, and upon reaching him, turns around and runs back to the girl. The dog keeps doing this until the dad catches up with the girl. The dog runs at 5 feet per second, and the dad walks at 2 feet per second, and the girl walks at 1 foot per second. How far does the dog run by the time the dad catches up to his daughter? Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, I really hope this isn't a trick question. Girl takes her dog out, so this is... starts here. And then walks for 10 seconds. The girl walks 1 foot per second, so 10 feet. And then, so she's at 10 feet at start. Then the dad steps out of the house, so 0 feet. At this point, the girl sets down her dog and keeps walking. The girl sets her dog down and keeps walking. The dog immediately runs over to the dad. And upon reaching, turns around and runs back to the girl and does this over and over and over again. Okay. Dog runs at 5 feet a second. The dad walks at 2 feet a second. Okay, so in the first second, he is at 2. The dog is at 10 and the girl's at 10. And then the first second, he's at 2. The girl is at 11. And the dog is at 8. And then he's at 4. Oh, sorry, that's not right. The dog is at 5. Yeah, how far does the dog run? Okay.
Bow Wow.
She's at 12. Okay, and then the dog is going to be, so he's at 0. Dad walks 2 feet a second, yep. So, 6, 8, 10, 15. Yeah, okay, so it's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 seconds. Okay. So at this point, I presume that at this point the dog's going to go to 4. And then 9. How far does the dog run? Yeah, it's a distance question. So here it's 6. And then she's at 14. And then 14. So here it's 10. She went from 4... Yeah, like, hold on, wordy problems like this often have a trap. The dad walks 2 feet a second, the daughter walks 1 foot per second. So for every second that passes, the distance between them shrinks by 1 foot. How far does the dog run? Because the dog is literally doing this. And so it's like... Yeah, that's the point of the memo, is that she's 11, he's a 2, and he runs back to 5. But then this distance would be 10. Yeah, I understand what it's saying. I just don't understand what the dog runs at a rate of 5 feet per second. The father catches up to his daughter in exactly 10 seconds. So it's just 50? That's just the whole point? It's just 50?
And now to test my theory.
Yeah, okay.
There she is.
And there we
That-
have it.
Oh, around 50 feet in total.
The dog runs for the entire time it takes for the father to catch up with his daughter. So, okay, so the whole point is that you don't need to do the math on the dog. Going back and forth and back and forth. Because he never stops, even for a second. As soon as he catches up with the dog, for a literal fraction of a second, he then instantly turns around and starts running the other direction at 5 feet a second. The dog never stops moving, even momentarily. So it's just literally, how far does, like, how long does it take the dad to catch up with the daughter times the length, the speed of the dog? It's that simple. Okay, yeah.
Ooh, nice worky too. You guys run around like dogs, but you've got it going on upstairs too, don't you? If you both love running around so much, I won't stop you. Besides, it's fun to watch.
I don't know what you're owing. She's literally just saying that they're smart. And we got the final ingredient. Thank
A
God.
handsome man like yourself might want some time alone with a gal like me.
No. Younger bro just overanalyzing things unnecessarily.
I like a man with brains.
Okay, but we have more important things to do than listen to younger bro. So we have to make some tea. So let's make some tea.
It's tea time now?
It's tea time. So we're missing 3, 8, 11, and 12. Okay. Here's sugar smoke.
It was fire and smoke. Ooh, what a rush I got when love was hot. What an interesting blend of fruitless and subtle smokiness.
Fruitiness.
Oh.
I've heard you can use the tea leaves from this blend to predict your love
Who
life.
heard of smoked tea? I'm impressed, Luke. That's the first I've heard of that subject. Smoked tea. What do you do with that? Have you been studying up on tea?
Of course, Professor. I couldn't rightly call myself your apprentice if I didn't. Pretty sure that you still could. And... Nope. Nope. Yeah. I said brew the tea.
Well, what if I don't want to brew the tea?
This one is Clover Quencher.
Impressive. One sip and I feel rejuvenated. Smoky, yet it has a wonderful sweetness to it.
This is a whole new flavor to me, Professor. I've never tried anything quite like it.
It's interesting, and I'm sure it's good for when you've worked up a thirst, but it's not quite my taste.
Really? Well, I for one think it's rather tasty. Okay. Then this one. The cinder flower. What is this flavor? It's a bit odd.
It certainly has a distant taste, but you know, Luke, the more I drink of it, the more I like it.
If you're that fond of it, you're more than welcome to the cup I've been drinking.
Sorry to hear that cinder flower isn't your cup of tea, Luke.
Yeah. No. That one. Wow, this tea is out of this world.
I agree, Luke, but I do have to wonder how common ingredients can make something like this.
Beats me, Professor. The world's full of mysteries like that, I suppose.
A ploy, but
Aptly put.
Aptly put, my boy. Well, consider me mystified.
Okay, we now have every tea.
Hooray!
Thank goodness. And now we should be good to give everyone every tea. Assuming they let us. There we go.
Listen, man, you got the tea, man?
Yeah, we got the tea. Yo, Sammy's back and ready to rock.
Yo, that tea is so good, it made me hit a high note, man. Talk about an original flavor. To top it off, my shoulders feel loose and ready to tackle whatever guitar solos come my way. Rock fans of the future are going to remember you as the man who saved Sammy Thunder's career. Woo!
Ah, dang it. You can only do one person per time that the things show up, so I've got to go back and forth again to get her to be like, ah, now I'm concerned. This is one of the ones that sucks if you actually want to do all the tea times, because it's just go in and go out, and go in and go out. And there isn't really a way for you to force it. It is completely arbitrary and stupid. There she is.
Found one.
Or you can find one. And this one's Opal. Oh, shoot.
Yep.
Luckily, it doesn't reset her unless I leave.
Ooh.
A lot of people want this exact same drink. She's able to return to obsessing over her troubles. Yes, this tea is just the thing I need to lift my sagging spirits. Could I trouble you to lend me your opinion, kind sir? There's been some trouble in my family, and to be quite frank, it's all a bit much for me.
But of course, please continue.
Just a few weeks ago, the contents of my father-in-law's will were presented by his lawyer. However, the way he demands his property be divided is something baffling.
In what sense, madam?
The specifics are written up like a strange riddle. Until we can decipher, no one gets anything.
Puzzle time.
Sharing the wealth. A wealthy landowner. I want my 4 boys to each receive a parcel of property containing an orchard, a house, a pond, and an open field. Everyone should receive the same amount of land. Okay, so these trees are not the same, but they are all trees. Same with buildings. So, okay. So this has to be this shape, because there's literally no other way to make those 3. And then that, and then that, and that. Yep.
And now to test my theory.
Easy.
And there we have it.
Woo!
Now everyone owns their own land, and everyone will get along, right? No.
No.
Now that everyone has the same amount of land, they can finally stop grumbling. A happy day. No. How nice of you to think happy things about people.
Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
Love is a wonderful thing. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to progressing, and if I see anybody with concern, I'll start doing their tea again.
Near tea time.
Hey, here's a guy. I can tell by looking at you that you want to chat with me about something. But before we do that, let's have a little business first.
Puzzle.
Let's get down to business to defeat this shitty puzzle.
Oh, we're back to this.
Yep. Okay. Let's say I don't start with this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that ain't gonna work. I need to be able to get all three of these out of here. It's like I can do this, and then this. And then that, for example. And then I could do this, and do that, for example. But it's like, then I get to this point, and I'm pretty sure this is a loss. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I hate this. I hate these puzzles. Because these are the ones where it's like, I'm 99% sure there is a very specific start condition. And if you fail it, you just lose. Like, how do I get rid of these? Yeah, and then I'm dead there. So I do have to get in here somehow. But I feel like I can't.
Hours later.
Yeah, see, this is what I hate about these fucking games that are experiment. I don't play a puzzle game to experiment. I play a puzzle game to understand the solution. It's like... That's why I don't like the block moving puzzles. They're just this. It's just, you have to get goddamn lucky or inherently know everything about these puzzles to know, well, this, like, this is like trying to solve Sudoku and not understanding the complete fundamentals, like, all levels of Sudoku, and being like, well, don't you know that this piece is weak because, you know, like, or this piece is a weak or strong piece because it can only go in one direction. Or it's weak because it can only go in one direction. There's no, like, it has to go up, no exceptions in this position. But doing so would put you in this state, which is a bad state. So you don't want to do that. It's like, I don't know the theory of this made-up game. Yeah, like, I hate these shitty puzzles. I hate puzzles that I have to look up. I literally just have to look up how to do it by watching the solution. This is not a good puzzle. It is a fundamentally bad puzzle.
I like how you were saying that. I was about to look it up.
Yeah. I knew what you were doing. I could literally tell what you're about to do. And this pisses me off. I hate these puzzles. I hate block moving puzzles. And this is a block moving puzzle. Fundamentally. It is just a experiment and figure out the solution by guessing. And I hate non-logical puzzles. This isn't logical. There is no logic as to how to do this. And I'm sure somebody's going to say, no, there is logic. You just have to understand. Well, I don't fucking understand. Because I haven't watched a guy who's dedicated 20 years to solving these puzzles.
This should do the trick.
Awful, awful puzzle.
And there we have it.
I'm sure that there's logic to these. No. I hate Peg Solitaire. Absolutely hate these stupid things. Good. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you and your hobbyist bullshit. Get out of here. You suck. Your puzzle sucks. Okay, here's this guy. He wants tea. You two, there's an emergency. We're all in big trouble now. Oh no, what's going on? It's my tea. It's not sweet at all. How's a man supposed to fight vampires without sweet tea?
Okay.
How? I was gonna go home and brew a new batch, but I can't leave my post. Trapped here like rats. Oh, is that all? What do you mean, is that all? What do we do if vampires bust in? How do I quench my first big combat?
Exactly what kind of tea would you allow to continue your fight?
It's a secret monster fighting recipe handed down from my great-great-granddaddy. It's got joy clover, little something else makes it smoky and thirst obliterated.
I see. I believe we might be able to make you something that would approximate that tea.
Oh, what you up about? All right, then, if you brew it, bring it on. There it is.
Come on over. I just want to hear that ringtone. Like blowing up my
Good tea. Oh yeah, hit the spot. Got hand you really came through for me here. Done a great thing for the folks of town, who will remain safe thanks to my protection. Gee, you seemed awfully worked up, mister. That can't be good for you. Listen to me, boy. You can't underestimate vampires. They're cunning creatures. When you think you spotted one, kazam, vanishes on you. Bottom line is, don't tempt fate when it comes to vampires. Stay away from Erzin Castle.
Henry.
He has nothing worthwhile to say. Oh, there we go.
I voice this guy.
I can't remember. Sure.
The name is Gregorio, and I love chess like mice love fancy cheese. If you can solve this little chess puzzle I've set up, I'll tell you what I know about falsehoods.
If I remember correctly, I prefer the chess puzzles in the sequel game.
That sounds fair. Show me what you've got.
Yeah. In the sequel game, I think they do queens instead of knights or something, and it's like all about the boards. Like, place queens on the board so they can't see each other or something. Those were better chess puzzles. This is just go everywhere. And it also runs into the same problem of just guess.
Luck out.
Yeah.
Wham. Now go.
Yeah, I already failed. Yeah, the whole point being that there's only certain pieces only have one spot to get to them from. Like, this one can only get to it from here and here, so I can never take these pieces. This can only get from here, so I can never take these pieces. Or sorry, this one has 3, but same point still. Is I want to get it to a position where I'm like, yeah, see, at this point I can go here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and here, and here, and here, and I'm stuck. Damn. So that's...
Yeah, on that second turn, you have so many options.
Yeah. Yeah, see, and now that spot's dead. I literally can't get to there from anywhere. Failed. Can't get to that spot. Yeah. Again, same problem here. This is not
Where you have to watch something.
yeah, almost. It's just you have to get lucky. I at least understand the rules of this one enough that I can feel like I can do it better. But it's not a lot better. Okay. This piece can only get taken by here and here. So I'm fucked. Because I can't get to here from anywhere. So if I go here, I lose. Yeah. And that's the other problem with this, is that you never know if you've made a decision already that's literally going to fail you 20 minutes and into this, because it's like, oh well, I didn't know that I've already made it impossible to get to this spot ever again. Like right here, I've already lost because I cannot.
Yeah.
Like, or yeah, it's I haven't necessarily lost, but if I do not go here, I'd have to go here and then here and then here, because there's nowhere else to get. But then this piece has to be last at this point, because there's no way to get to this spot except from here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I hate these puzzles. Just
doing it later.
I absolutely hate these puzzles. Yeah, they're just arbitrary. They're just guess. That's what I hate about these, is that they are not solvable in a strategic way. And that's to me about what a puzzle is about, is being strategic. And it's like, it's just do it and get lucky. And it's like, that doesn't feel like a good puzzle.
Welcome, friends. I'm Gringo, and I'm the curator of the Harrison Museum. We have an extensive collection of artifacts pertaining to the history of this town and the Harrison family. Sammy told me all about you, too. I hope you find our researches helpful to your search. Please feel free to pursue the collection to your heart's content.
Yeah. I'm just gonna progress through the game. I don't care if I completed all the puzzles. I want to get through the game. Like, I'll talk to people, and if I can't do the puzzles, or it's gonna take too long to do the puzzles, I don't care. I'm just gonna move on. Ooh, photo.
Oh, over here.
I mean, we can just watch the solution and just solve it.
Yeah, but again, that's not the point. I'm not here to solve every puzzle. I'm here to play the game, see the story. I'll solve most of the puzzles. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get every puzzle.
Okay.
This place shows a lot of stuff. You think this is a picture of the late Duke?
I believe so, yes.
The old Duke goes and died a while back and left it behind a massive fortune. If he's gone, who's the vampire the whole town's talking about?
Sammy mentioned that Mr. Beluga had an older brother here. I'd say he's likely the man at the heart of all this talk.
But if he's Mr. Beluga's older brother, he would have to be old and feeble by now. I thought vampires didn't age.
Found one!
Thank you, game. Let me please click on things.
Luke, once again, you're missing the obvious.
Or is he? And what is the obvious?
That you have a young mind.
Jackpot!
Younger bro just saying things at this point that have no anything.
If one eats a cookie, one gains wisdom.
No, they don't.
I see you've taken quite an interest in that picture.
They gain no more wisdom, or they are no less likely to, or they're no more likely to have gained wisdom than they are to just be a mouse.
Is this what I think it is? It's a photograph of the entire Harrison family, who were responsible for Falsence's legendary wealth. The distinguished older gentleman on the left is Duke Harrison. His younger son, Frederick, is in the middle, and his eldest son, Anton, is on the right.
Frederick Harrison. We should call him Friedrich. Frederick. Or Friedrich. Yeah, Friedrich in the next time we see Mr. Beluga.
Hello, Frederick. That Frederick.
Friedrich.
Friedrich, that's Mr. Beluga, the founder and owner of the Monetary Express, is it not? Oh, you know him. Well, in addition to owning a railway, Frederick is a friend of mine and owner of this museum. It's a sad story, really. He got all ties to his father and left town 50 or so years ago. When he left, he took a small portion of the Harrison wealth, used it to start his railway. Yes, Frederick is quite a study in contradiction. He disliked his father enough to change his name, but he returned to Falsense to found this museum.
Did the feud extend to all the members of the family?
No, Frederick and Anton were always quite close, but their relationship with their father was never the same after that fateful day. What day was that, sir? The day Duke Harrison discovered the vein of gold that brought so much wealth to Falsense. He was a different man after that. Something changed him. Greed, perhaps? Well, yes, that. But there was something more than greed investing his heart. What do you think that was? I think it's best if we end this chat here. It's not my place to speculate about what goes on in the hearts of other people. Of course. Tell me this, though, if you can. Where's Anton now? That's a good question. I've heard rumors that he might still be living in the old castle, but I can't imagine anyone live in a place so run down that people call it a vampire den. Gracious, look at how long we've been chatting. I think it's time for me to get back to work.
Like anyone from this town comes here.
Please look around for as long as you like.
I guess even rich people have problems, huh?
I wonder if Anton is not actually a real person. And the reason they think he's a vampire is that he's also a mechanical person.
That's one impressive statue. I guess it must be Duke Harrison, huh?
This entire museum appears to be dedicated to celebrating his achievements, so I'd have to agree.
Wait a second, I thought Mr. Blue owns the place.
Yes, I believe that's the case.
Isn't it funny that he built this whole place to honor his father? Maybe he's not so bad after all. Well, I mean, just because he hates his father doesn't mean he doesn't recognize that he owes his father everything.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. We will come back next time and continue on in Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. Until then, the future is very uncertain. What is certain is you guys are awesome. And there'll be more Two Rose Game Night tomorrow. See you then.
Goodbye.